What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Just want to come on here and talk a little bit about my health journey, where I've been and where I'm at currently. As you know, I've had a lot of different twists and turns in my health journey. It started with working out when I was 11 years old and really getting into fitness. And then I became a personal trainer, and then I broke my neck in a surfing accident and had 15 concussions in 19 months from the misdiagnosis. And then I started learning about pain and about the brain, which then brought me into anxiety and trauma and learning about that. In the last 3 years, I spent 50 hours a week studying that and learning how to clear my own traumas and regulate my nervous system and clearing my anxiety pretty much completely. And so now I'm on the next phase of my health journey. And one of the things that I can't say I regret because I know where I was at, but I wish I had documented a lot of these journeys more, like document the process, because that's where you would gain the most insight and the most growth. So now I'm going to start documenting. And so let me tell you about the next phase of this journey. And so something that I've struggled with my entire life is I have receding gums, and they are very receded. They're maybe like some of my teeth are over 6 millimeters. And this has been present since I was a kid. I remember being like 12 years old and the dentist telling me my gums were receding really fast. And this does not run in my family. It's not present in my parents, it's not present in my sister. So it's only me. And so I don't know why that is the case. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. That's better. I don't know why this is the case. And so I'm going through different protocols to try to solve this problem. And so recently I talked to my friend who is a gut and hormone coach. Her name's Katrine, and she was telling me that a lot of my symptoms can be a result of leaky gut. And I took a food sensitivity test, and it showed a lot of different sensitivities. There was probably about 30 items that I tested sensitive to. Now that's different than allergic, but sensitive means that your body had an immune response to the product, and that can happen like a few days after. It's not as large as an allergic response, which is more instant. So I had a lot of sensitivities, and so she told me this is a result of leaky gut. And this is interesting to me because I've never really had any true gut symptoms. I don't really get stomach aches. I don't really feel like any sort of symptoms that would tell me that I have digestive issues. The only thing that's ever showed up is really just the receding of my gums. And so she advised me to go on this protocol with this company called Cellcore, and these supplements that are designed to clear out toxins and clean parasites, clear the body of parasites that could affect the gut lining. She also said that virtually everybody in the US has leaky guts due to the glyphosate in their food system, because it's in the water, it's in the food, it's in the crops. And if you don't know what glyphosate is, that is the main ingredient in Roundup. And so this is what we use to kill weeds and to kill pests. This stuff is completely in our food system and it's in our bodies. And so I'm doing this Cellcore. So it's a parasite cleanse plus a detoxing protocol. And so basically what I do is I take it every month, it's monthly, on a full moon. And there's a beginner dose, which is 3 days. There's an intermediate, that's 5 days. And then there's advanced, that's 7 days. So this is my second month doing it. The first month I just did a 3-day, it was a beginner dose, just get my body used to it. That was interesting. I got some headaches the first day, was a little bit spacey the second day, and then the third day was pretty normal. And so this time I did a 5-day, but still on the beginner dose, but I did 5 days. And so the first 3 days, completely uneventful. Didn't really feel much difference. It felt like me. Fourth day, most of the same thing. And then the last dose of the day, all of a sudden it hit me like a ton of bricks, completely just flattened me out. I was supposed to go boxing after my work day, and I was basically capacitated to lay on the couch for 3 hours, completely out of it. And then the last day, I was also pretty out of it and just really spacey the whole day. Couldn't really do any work. I just spent a lot of the day laying down, just kind of like a sick day. That was the last day yesterday. So now I'm not on it today. I feel much better, much more focused. But it's interesting because throughout my health journeys, I've always been able to track what's going on in my body and why. And this is the first time where things are happening and I have no idea why they're happening. And so this is a new journey for me. I've never gone that deep into gut health. I mean, I know about the microbiome. I understand, basics, nutrition, but this is totally new to me. And it's interesting. I still don't really understand all of it. I can kind of theorize why I might have certain symptoms. Clearly, maybe some sort of toxin or parasite was discovered and then circulate through my blood, so my body shut me down for a little bit, and then now that's clear from my system, now I feel normal again. But it's interesting. I'm just being patient with the process, because everything with these journeys is a discovery process, and it's never found out in one day. It takes time. Obviously, I'd like to get this figured out sooner rather than later. So far, even with the detoxing, I don't really see any changes in my gums, even though I do feel better. I do feel better energetically. I feel like there's less a lag in my nervous system, which I didn't know there was lag, but now I feel more free. It's like there's less resistance toward things. It feels like it's much easier to flow. So there are improvements, and it's interesting. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on and what's happening. So this is just an interesting part of the journey. I'm just kind of focused on taking the right steps and just being focused and being within myself, and not really stressing out about it. Like I said, 'cause I know it's a process, and every process the first time through is usually not quick. It's usually takes time for discovery and figuring out. So yeah, that is all. I will say a couple things that I've discovered on this journey also is that when I eat red meat, my gums become more pink and more full. For a while, I was experiencing a lot of bleeding, and I remember I did a deep cleaning during the pandemic, and it didn't heal for basically a year and a half until I really started eating a lot of red meats. So that's something. I noticed when I eat less carbs, there's less plaque buildup on my teeth. My understanding is that the bacteria that feed on sugar will stick to your teeth. And so now that I'm eating less sugar and less carbs, now I'm not getting that as much. My carb consumption went from 50% of my calories down to 10%. So that's been a big thing. Eating more vegetables has been really good. It's been feeding some of the better bacteria in my mouth and in my gut. So that's all made a difference. But overall, my gums are still receding, and nothing has really stuck. So that is all. That's where my health journey is. Just want to give you an update, just be transparent, and talk to you soon.